Today we address you on the true state of the Labour Party and lay bare the facts, the law, and the resolute actions we are taking to reposition the party in line with the values of transparency, accountability, discipline, and internal democracy. As a party, our journey has been marked by both progress and challenges. Today, we are compelled to speak out, not in anger, but in responsibility.
See the be now, wahala don't bust out. You see this Labour Party, you see Labour Party for Nigeria. Make I just tell una something. Una don't see that video where I introduce her. If una no fit manage that party, muna sell and give me. The other day now we see say this what did they call him? Abure now. That man now he sanction with a P2B and my favorite governor will be Governor Alex Otti for Abure State. Today now the tables have turned. Now the group of Alex Otti, P2B, and one other person now, they don't still sack Abure and his group. You see? So this party is in serious confusion and they need serious intervention. I don't come out this matter for God's hand. Now I want to take over. If you people cannot manage this party to get something tangible, then make una come sell this party to me, make I the manage them for now. Because it seems that you people are not serious. Now make a play on the first video when Abure take suspend P2B, Governor Alex Otti, and other people. I don't know what is the problem in this party. If una no fit manage them, either una sell am to me or Governor Alex Otti with P2B go tell me say oh yeah, when you create party so that we can join. Because I won't come back to Nigeria now. Let's say many people don't confuse. I won't come back to Nigeria. Make I get political party when I go take stabilize things, because it seems that people can no longer manage their parties. The only APC, now in the party, when we they see say we know the quick see all this kind of mago something. But you see PDP, now so we can put leg here, put leg here. The distance between him and confusion, you know, reach like this. You know, reach like this. One person dey for this party, one person still dey for the other party. Where are you? Which party you dey? Now wow. If I make una watch the first video, then I go come back, come show una the second video now. When what did they call up? When Governor Alex Otti home section with a P2B them don't sack Abure. So who sack is superior to the other sack now? I've been a back to back. I bet when I use that sentence and money go Nigeria because do. Now use my promo code, make you get all the benefit and they come back now.
NEC reviewed the anti-party activities of Dr. Alex Otti, the Abure State Governor, and other erring members, and consequently set up a disciplinary committee in line with the party constitution as follows. 1. Dr. Ayo Olorunfemi, chairman of that disciplinary committee. 2. Alhaji Umar Farouk Ibrahim, secretary of that committee. Barrister Kehinde Edu, member of that committee. Mrs. Dudu Manuga, the national women leader of our party, is a member of that committee. 5. Barrister Kalistos Ihejugwa, member of that committee. The committee is given 2 weeks to submit its reports. NEC declared that the party is not and will not be part of any coalition towards the 2027 general election. Let us be heard loud and clear. The party will rather continue to rebuild, reposition, re-strategize, reconcile, straighten and drive its program and policies and win more members towards winning the 2027 general election. Probably we overestimated some people when we started campaigning for this. Like Awolowo rightly said, it is when you give people an office, you see their true character.
Now, Shebi, una don't see the one when what did they call it? Abure take suspend P2B and Governor Alex Otti. Now watch the main one when they take on still take suspend Abure and his cohort. I don't even know who get this party in particular. If this party cannot stabilize things, if this party will make things not to work out for 2027, make P2B and Governor Alex Otti begin they pack their load, they come off for that place very quickly and come to the party that I'm about to register. Because enough of this nonsense. Now watch the suspension of Abure himself from the party. Now I don't know whose suspension is superior. Every day, cut. Now wow, it can't be like say people when they the party, they have managerial problem. I beg you, make una watch this video and tell me what you know. Mona share this video, make other people say begin they see now.
Of course, the esteemed global members of the Obedient family and the Labour Party in Nigeria will bring you special greetings from Labour Party, the beacon and face of the new Nigeria we want. Let me start by commending you all, members and leaders of our great party, for your tireless efforts in advancing democratic ideals and the vision of the limitless possibilities of a new Nigeria. Today we address you on the true state of the Labour Party and lay bare the facts, the law, and the resolute actions we are taking to reposition the party in line with the values of transparency, accountability, discipline, and internal democracy. As a party, our journey has been marked by both progress and challenges. Today, we are compelled to speak out not in anger, but in responsibility. We commend the Nigerian judiciary and welcome the recent Supreme Court judgment that removed Barrister Julius Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party. We honor our dedicated members nationwide who have remained steadfast despite the turbulence. Yet, we must confront with courage and clarity the divisive actions and manipulative tactics of Barrister Abure and his associates. They are actions that threaten the unity, integrity, and public image of our party. In light of Mr. Abure's continued impersonation and misrepresentation of the office of the national chairman, the National Executive Council, NEC, in session, has reached a hard but necessary decision. We can no longer stand by while the values we hold dear, transparency, discipline, and democratic accountability, are undermined from within. This press conference is convened to address the growing concern over the misconduct and internal rascality plaguing our party. At a time when Nigerians are yearning for credible leadership and they see the Labour Party as a beacon of hope, it is regrettable that we must battle internal sabotage from those who should know better. Let me be clear. When others descend into rascality, we must rise with discipline. When they go low, we go high. Because our party must reflect the Nigeria we want to build. It has become evident that Mr. Abure does not have the best interests of the Labour Party at heart. Rather than unify the party, he undermines it. Rather than attract credible Nigerians to come and join, he alienates them. Instead of advancing our collective vision, he pursues narrow personal ambitions. Most painfully, he targets those who have brought credibility and national visibility to our party. His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi and Governor Alex Otti. They represent the aspirations of a new Nigeria. Governor Otti stands out today as one of the most effective and respected governors in the country. These men have sacrificed not for personal gain, but to give the Labour Party and Nigeria a real shot at transformation. What they demand is simple: a party that is transparent, democratic, and accountable. Instead of embracing this vision, Mr. Abure chooses confrontation and chaos. We say today, this must stop. For the sake of the Labour Party, for the sake of democracy and for the sake of Nigeria's future. After a careful and comprehensive review of the Supreme Court judgment delivered on Friday, April 4th, 2025, the National Executive Council, NEC, is deeply concerned by the subsequent actions of Barrister Julius Abure, particularly his continued impersonation of the esteemed office of the National Chairman of the Labour Party. These actions have not only violated the spirit and letter of the law, but have also brought the image and integrity of our great party into disrepute. In the exercise of its constitutional mandate and in strict accordance with the disciplinary provisions of the Labour Party Constitution 2019 as amended, the NEC in session hereby announces the commencement of disciplinary actions against Mr. Abure. These actions have started with the constitution of a special investigative committee to review the actions of Mr. Abure as it affects the image and integrity of the party. In line with due process and the party constitution, NEC gives Mr. Abure 48 hours notice to show why disciplinary actions should not be taken against him for his numerous acts of gross misconduct against the party. The formal notice of disciplinary action will be sent to the last known address of Mr. Julius Abure. Mr. Abure is hereby warned to desist from parading himself as the national chairman of the Labour Party or impersonating the office in any form. The apex court of the land has clearly and finally nullified his claim to leadership, and his tenure has long expired by the passage of time. His continuing acts of reckless denigration of party leadership and open war against the party is unwarranted. Rather than drag the image of the party further into disrepute, Mr. Abure is advised to deploy his time and attention to addressing the numerous allegations of corruption, forgery, perjury, and criminal conspiracies pending against him. The NEC of the Labour Party has passed a resounding vote of confidence on His Excellency Mr. Peter Gregory Obi, national leader of the Labour Party and the 2023 presidential candidate. The leadership of the Nigerian Labour Congress under the President, Mr. Joe Ajero, and the Trade Union Congress, and all the members of the Labour Party caucus in the National Assembly, and various states houses of assembly. You continue to stand for truth, integrity, and the values that define the Labour Party. We appreciate your commitment to the mission of saving Nigeria through a Labour Party government come 2027 by the grace of God. Similarly, we extend a resounding vote of confidence on His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti for his exemplary leadership and unwavering loyalty to the vision of the Labour Party. It is important to make clear that Mr. Abure and his expired National Working Committee lack the legal or moral authority to even speak of taking any disciplinary action against Dr. Alex Otti, the governor of Abia State, or any member of the Labour Party for that matter. We therefore urge Dr. Alex Otti, and indeed all members of the Labour Party, to kindly disregard Mr. Abure's ignorance and orchestrated disillusionment. Accordingly, on behalf of the leadership of the members of the Labour Party globally, we tender an unreserved apology to both His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi and His Excellency Governor Otti for the uncouth and irresponsible remarks previously made by the suspended or removed by the former chairman, Barrister Abure. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt that the recent Supreme Court decision has answered all questions and cleared all doubts about the leadership of the Labour Party. But for the avoidance of doubt and benefit of some well-meaning Nigerians who may still be deceived by Mr. Abure's endless media theatricals, may I chronicle the facts on the Labour Party leadership tussle that has now been laid to rest by the Supreme Court judgment of April 4th, 2025. On June 9th, 2023, Barrister Julius Abure was allowed to lead the Labour Party NWC for a transitional one-year period post-2023 elections based on mediation and reconciliation with a clear mandate to conduct congresses from ward to national level. March 2024, instead of following due process, Abure convened a national convention without the ward, local government or state congresses, without INEC supervision, contrary to the provisions of Section 223 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, the Labour Party Constitution, and INEC regulations and guidelines for political parties. June 8th, 2024, INEC formally communicated to Mr. Abure that his tenure had expired. You may even have remembered that INEC excluded Mr. Abure from National Party chairman meetings on 2 occasions, recognizing and emphasizing that his tenure had elapsed or had lapsed. During the 2024 Ondo governorship election, INEC rejected Labour Party agent list submitted under Abure. Abure then sued INEC to compel recognition, a legal battle he lost. The Federal High Court erroneously ruled in Abure's favor, prompting a misleading INEC portal entry, which you can check, or for those who had checked before would see, when the name Barrister Julius Abure is stated on the portal of the INEC portal, you will notice that in brackets, by court order is written there, while for other parties, for all other political parties, election by election is written there. On September 4th, 2025, Labour Party stakeholders, including elected officials and statutory NEC members, met in Umuahia, Abia State, and constituted a 29-member National Caretaker Committee led by my humble self, Senator Nenadi Usman, as chairman, and Senator Darlington Wokocha as the secretary. The committee was mandated to manage the affairs of the party and conduct full congresses from ward to the national convention. The Labour Party National Caretaker Committee, led by myself, applied then to join the suit. And after appealing the erroneous Federal High Court decision, the Court of Appeal upheld Abure's claim in November 2024. The Labour Party Caretaker Committee then appealed the judgment of the Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court on the 4th of April 2025 delivered a final and a binding judgment. It upheld the appeal by Senator Nenadi's caretaker committee, Senator Nenadi's led caretaker committee, beg your pardon, and it dismissed Abure's cross appeal. It set aside the decisions of the lower courts recognizing Abure. It warned that party leaders should humbly vacate their office at the end of their tenures. Honorable Justice John Ian Okoro specifically declared the decisions of the trial court and the court below, recognizing Julius Abure as the national chairman of the first respondent, are hereby set aside. Investigations have revealed that Abure illegally issued state executive committee letters every 3 months in breach of the Labour Party's constitutional provisions, which means chairmen all over the Federation, in every state of the Federation, are given appointment letters every 3 months. Accordingly, we hereby nullify all these letters issued by the erstwhile chairman to state executive committees. The National Caretaker Extraordinary National Convention Planning Committee, as we are known, is the only organ of the Labour Party with the power to appoint state executive caretaker committees, and that we are going to do together with major stakeholders, because the committees are merely to help in conducting congresses from the ward right up to the national convention at the federal level. It is with great optimism and a sense of renewed purpose that I inform our members across the globe that the leadership of our great party is diligently working to launch the nationwide membership registration and revalidation exercise in the coming weeks. This critical step will strengthen our grassroots engagement and reposition the Labour Party as a truly people-driven movement. In furtherance of this, we have formally notified the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, of our planned activities, including the forthcoming ward, local government, state, and zonal congresses, which will be culminating into the National Convention. Full details and schedules will be communicated to all stakeholders in the coming days. In conclusion, the Labour Party stands united, disciplined, reinvigorated under our leadership, and supported by all members of the party. We will no longer tolerate impunity, illegality, or personal ambition above party interest. We reaffirm our commitment to rebuilding the Labour Party as a true vehicle for national transformation. The journey to the limitless possibilities of a new Nigeria continues, and we invite every Nigerian of conscience, including some of our members on the other side, to please join us. We call on all Labour Party members across Nigeria, irrespective of past disagreements or affiliations, to continue to support the current leadership and to refuse to be demonized by Abure, who has played his last card and is just clutching at straws. The Labour Party is your home. It is our home. And we need every hand on deck to build the party of our dreams. As I said the other time when I spoke, after the Supreme Court judgment at the Hilton when we had a press briefing, I said, in this matter, there is no victor, no vanquished. All we want is to build a Labour Party that will serve Nigerians, a Labour Party that will give us a vibrant vehicle that we can use for people to come contest election into various offices, win, and help forge Nigeria forward. That is just what we want. We want a Labour Party that has internal democracy, a Labour Party where if you are a member of any the executive, you know when you won election, when the congresses were done, when you started office, and that 3 or 4 years down the road is when you quit or you can go for re-election. We want a Labour Party where people who want to hold positions would go back to their wards and contest election in the congresses. And I would also want to call on all to come, please, let us unite to advance the limitless possibilities of the new Nigeria. I want to assure you that a new Nigeria is truly, as in indeed possible. It is possible. One anchored on justice. We want a Nigeria that is anchored on justice, equity, and the supremacy of the will of the people, not the will of a few. Before I yield the microphone to the Secretary, I would want to read out the names of those who are being saddled with the responsibility of the disciplinary committee. Okay. I was taught I didn't have to read everything, but I think I should. So, pursuant to the powers vested in the National Executive Council under Article 19 of the Labour Party Constitution 1999, as amended, and in response to grave allegations bordering on corruption, financial misappropriation, and anti-party activities leveled against the erstwhile national chairman, Barrister Julius Abure, the leadership of the party hereby constitutes a disciplinary committee to thoroughly investigate the said matters and recommend appropriate disciplinary measures. The composition. Number 1, Senator Ireti Kingibe, the chairman. Two, High Chief Peter Ame, secretary, cum member. Honorable Okejo Onuaka Lucy, member. Ibrahim Abdul Karim, member. Mrs. Maria Lebeke, who was a one-time acting chairman, national chairman of the Labour Party, is also a member. Terms of reference. The committee is hereby mandated to 1, investigate all allegations of corruption, financial misappropriation, abuse of office, and anti-party activities leveled against Barrister Julius Abure during his tenure as national chairman. 2, examine all available evidence and summon any individual or individuals deemed relevant to the investigation. Ensure compliance with due process and fair hearing as provided under the Labour Party Constitution. Recommend appropriate disciplinary actions in accordance with Article 19 of the Labour Party Constitution and any other relevant extant laws. Lastly, submit a comprehensive report of findings and recommendations to the National Executive Council within 21 days of this memo. The committee is enjoined to carry out its assignment with utmost diligence, impartiality, and fidelity to the party's core values of transparency, accountability, and internal democracy. A new Nigeria is possible. Long live Labour Party. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Forgive us, but we had so many other issues to contend with. This was not the place we intended to use. But the place we wanted to use, after we had been given the go-ahead, later it turned out, I think they did, maybe a double booking, I don't know, but we lost it, and there was nothing we could do about it. So this was just what we could get last minute. So please, forgive us. Just like our brother said, we came late, we should have apologized. We are indeed very sorry. Thank you. So please, continue, answer whichever one.
Question?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Okay, my name is Dan Roland.
Newspaper or what?
Okay.
To our environment and space. We never bothered, we relied on the judicial process as well. Since the lower court had already initiated him into becoming the chairman of the party. Now, INEC clearly stated there that he came through the court, which means for any reason that he's been removed through the court, he should still be a gentleman and still display that discipline. Thank God that he said that he's a lawyer, and I wonder why a lawyer that understands the strength of judiciary, that is his stuff, that is the field where he should play. He should understand the interpretation of every bit of what the judiciary has said. And his name, he should take it that yes, since they said that, no, I'm no more qualified to be there because the two lower courts had been quashed. Therefore, the thing that should be there, because the environment cannot be left in the vacuum. So, the names that should feature in the right senses should be the NCC, which came up through the effort and strength and consultation of the entire NEC. Because in simple mathematics, if you check the NEC today, what constitutes the NEC? This particular answer I'm giving will address some of the issues that some other people raised. In the NEC, you have the NCC, you have the TUC, you have the governor and the deputy. Then eventually the National Working Committee, the chairman, can feature so that he'll be feeding back their National Working Committee with the necessary information at the end of the day, because the NEC is one of the organs that is very strong after the National Convention. Now, looking at it, if at all the National Working Committee is being disqualified, you now rely on the strength of the NEC. So who and who now remains in that NEC that is still in this other side of the argument? The TUC, the NLC, the executive governor, the deputy. If at all at the end of the day, they are 9 in number, and at the end of the day, the National Working Committee, the chairman, and maybe the secretary is being removed, and these other 9 is remaining 7, which where in the simple arithmetic of osmosis, where the stronger concentration now withdraws the weaker concentration, it's a simple analysis that you will understand this is where the strength of the party and this is where the strength of the operation should rely. And that's exactly what has answered. Jude asks, can the NEC now constitute, NCC now constitute NEC? It cannot constitute NEC. Rather, the NEC, being the part of the organ that strengthens the party, can now say, these people, because you can't operate in a vacuum, these people now are the people that should run the party because you cannot leave the environment in a vacuum. And I think they reserve that right. Where you have the governor, because that is what our constitution says. If at the end of the day we never had any governor or any deputy governor, that's a different thing. We have a governor, we have the deputy, that is 2. We have the NLC, statutorily. We have the TUC, statutorily. And all of them are here. And apart from that, what makes every party strong are the elected members in our own political structure. When you look at, you can see the senators here, you can see the members of House of Rep here, and these are people, the decision makers in every party, whether you call it APC and PDP, the NEC and the other organs of the government, has these people in that fold. Will that of the Labour Party be a different thing? No, it cannot. So since the strength of the elected people are here, the governor and the deputy is here, that forms a larger stakeholder with the TUC and NLC. So somebody saying, oh, Abure this and Abure that, what makes him strong and formidable? All those ingredients are not there. Let's not start playing politics. Politics is not rascality. These are 2 different things. And there should be a reducible minimum in every setting we find ourselves in the society. And one of it is that we must have a standard we have set across board. Whether it's APC, PDP, Labour Party, or whatever, there should be an irreducible minimum. And the irreducible minimum which we want to entrench is that there must be party discipline. He keeps saying, oh, you should not rely on, that the court said that you should not fall back on the party to decide. Even at that, when he has been disqualified, he has no grip on the NEC again, which is the next stronger organ apart from the National Convention. And the larger number of people in that NEC are saying, don't rule us, don't be our chairman. We want this particular group of people to now function in this capacity. And you cannot in any way, I have to say this, the press, because I want you people to still be making this argument constructively. There is no way he can evolve himself, because telling him as the chairman, God forbid, to remain there and still organize the congresses and convention, then when he gets to his level, the other point, he will now produce himself as a chairman. Where can that happen? NCC will organize congresses from the ward to the local government, to the state, and national convention. Myself, Senator Nonadi, cannot in any way feature and function as chairman and secretary at the end of the day. That is the way it ought to be. You have to remove yourself completely and now organize a transparent election for your people. And that is the way it ought to be. So I think that has really answered most of the questions. Sorry, you mentioned, Chooks, about punctuality. It's not our fault. We were still waiting and gauging. Most of the press people have they arrived, and because this is a press conference, everything relies on the press. As far as this meeting is concerned, it's more or less interaction with the press and the Labour Party. So we were waiting for almost all of you. And when we got the information that almost all the press people are here, we dashed down because we have a lot of respect for the men of 4th extent of the realm. Now, He said, what is INEC doing about uploading? What we have here in this hall today is Labour Party, and we have the press. INEC is a different institution. Bureaucracy is there. There must be a process they have to pass. We have done our own bit by going to them to tell them there is a court order, there is a judgment. We have presented it to them, and we know that it's not something that you just boil, just cook it and eat it immediately. They have different departments that will look into those things. The legal department will look into it, other departments will look. That's why they have all these departments. And at the end of the day, we are very patient. We are very patient, and we know that they're going to do the right thing. They've done right things before now in several fora. And we think they will still do the right thing right now. But we have to give them time, and they will come up with what Nigerians expect. You say, why are you not in the national office? Anywhere you see the Pope or the bishop, anywhere the bishop is, that is the cathedral. That is the cathedral. So you don't need to start asking, oh, why is the Pope, or where is the this thing, why is it? No. Anywhere you find the bishop, that is the cathedral at that point in time. So when we talk about coalition, you see, there are certain formations, like this kind of thing you are saying now, coalition. In the last 1 or 2 years, it never came up. That means certain processes are unfolding. And you need to take your time to study things that will benefit not individuals, that will benefit the collective interest of all Nigerians. If the Labour Party at the end of the day weighs it and see that, yes, what will benefit in dying Nigeria is coalition, why wouldn't Labour Party join? But if they weigh it and say, no, this will not benefit the entire interest of Nigerians, we remain because we are big enough to drive any process. So I think that is what we have to say for that. Good.
From Kagarko, local government area of Kaduna State. My ward is Jere South Ward. The name of my chairman is Shehu. And out of respect, normally, whenever cards are being distributed, incidentally, most of the cards that we use for registering people there, I paid for them to be printed. I paid Bazuagu, Clement Ojuku, to print them for me. He handed them I took them home. And at that time, nobody told me that we don't want you, don't get card, don't bring people to come and join Labour Party. Nobody told me that. I went and joined Labour Party, called other people to come and join, and I have a card. I've been checking my phone to see if I have a picture. You must have noticed me checking my phone. I was checking to see if I have a picture of my card, but I've not been able to find it. I have too many pictures. But certainly I can make that available. And even the page where the registration, the book in my ward where I was registered, where my name is, I will screenshot it and I can share with you. If people from my ward don't disown me, I don't think anybody here in Abuja can disown me.
Thank you. Thank God that the chairman is here. We've not gotten any report that she's being disowned by the ward.
And then I'm going to say this. What we are doing here today is part of
one house.
It's part of what Roland is asking about. We'll set up a disciplinary committee that will dig deeper into that issue. And so that's what part of what we are doing. But then I also need to talk to the press. We are all here, and we know how vibrant Nigerian press is. And I don't know whether the press also realize that one of their duties is to expose corruption. If you have information that the Inspector General of Police has investigated a matter and has written to Attorney General of the Federation to prosecute, I think that it is the duty of the press, in line with your mandate of exposing corruption, to take it up. You also know that you are also responsible for holding government officials to accountability. You are supposed to hold them accountable for actions that are uncivil. Now, if Attorney General of Federation is sitting on a situation like that, I think that then the other issue is to educate the public too. And then you also know that even as you educate the public, you're also supposed to promote accountability. So I think that, I'm kicking this back to the press to look into the matter and then investigate. Something must be done about investigative journalism as far as this issue is concerned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much.